Hello everyone, it's Azure here. Welcome back to another reaction video. And today's video we're going to be reacting to Goji Center's second or first newest upload. It is Godzilla X-Con trailer in-depth analyses. Now I love these in-depth analyses, to be honest, and I also like the Face-Off series that they've done. And I forgot what the other one was, but whatever. So, I'm going to be reacting to this in 3, 2, 1, go.
Ladies and gents, the Monsterverse continues on with the new installment Godzilla Kong: The New Empire. This trailer review episode has a lot to cover. We'll be jumping around this trailer to explain a few things, so pay close attention. This film takes place after the events of Godzilla vs. Kong, post-2024, when modern-day civilization managed to safely land inside the Hollow Earth via a vile vortex in the previous film. In this new installment, we are once again introduced to the Hollow Earth, and a big chunk of the film will take place down here. At this point in time, the surface world would have probably established many access points, such as the one in Antarctica, the hole blasted by Godzilla in Hong Kong, and the one in Skull Island. Starting from the beginning, we see images of what appears to be some sort of seismometer, a device composed of a recording and timing device that charts out movements such as tremors, earthquakes, explosions, or in this case, catastrophic kaiju activity coming from the ground. Immediately after seeing this, kaiju activity takes form as Kong makes his way through a passageway right underneath the Giza pyramids. This blue light here makes us think that Godzilla may potentially come up from underneath here too, but perhaps the biggest takeaway here is Kong's new brace worn on his right arm. Why? Well, given that it is implied later in the trailer that Kong can't face this threat alone, it's possible that whatever Kong is fighting could be the culprit behind a possible injury that would warrant the creation and application of this new mechanical enhancement, not only aiding the integrity of the arm, but also helping the Titan in combat. We'll put a tab on these kaiju enhancements and return to them because they are about to get wild. Up next are wide shots establishing the fact that we will be witnessing Kong explore the Hollow Earth even more, introducing us to new lush biomes along with other forms of megafauna. These creatures here seem to resemble some form of wolves or jackals from a distance. Up close, we notice that these guys are massive, dwarfing the surrounding vegetation and capable of moving at great speeds. Kong was barely able to make his escape thanks to his leaping ability once again being showcased in this film. Note how there are literally dozens of these predators running around hunting in packs, similar to hyenas, meaning that these are capable of bringing down large titans using swarm tactics, similar to skull crawlers, except these are far more numerous. As more information comes out about these creatures, we'll cover them in more detail. Subscribe not to miss these episodes. Another really big reveal in this trailer is that there are actually more ape titans down here. In this clip, we see Kong encounter a smaller, more juvenile member of this ape titan species. First appearing as colossal thanks to some wonky lighting perspective, but turning out to be an infant. Now, in a previous episode, we mentioned that juvenile Hollow Earth ape titans would probably be around the same size as Kong's adolescent form back in 1973. And this turns out to be the exact case here. By looking closely, we find that this little fella is around the same size, if not bigger than Kong's teenager form in 1973, dwarfing Kong's infant form by many, many meters. Moving on, we see Kong explore deep trenches where we find new geological crystalline formations.
What are those?
Probably charged with energy, since we see Kong's axe glow and serve as some sort of lamp illuminating his way in these caverns, revealing more ape titans. A lot more.
Probably looks like his parents
right
there.
The scene where we see dozens of ape titans, possibly Kongs, living together, who happen to be ruled by, you guessed it, Scar King. That's right, folks. Here we find our first look at Scar King in this trailer, who seems to be portrayed as some sort of tyrant in this film. We'll explain why in a little bit. Moving along in the trailer, we find out that yes, there is indeed a human Hollow Earth civilization still living under here. These guys seem to have accepted Gia, who now leads some sort of ceremony of sorts on these
Glad to see she's
crystal
back.
pyramid structures. Supernatural elements may be present in this film as we see this wispy substance interact with Gia's hand, suggesting that these people may wield a unique power of some sort. Time will tell if this phenomena will play a part in any kaiju's abilities as well. New kaiju have always been welcomed by MonsterVerse fans, and maybe we could be looking at one right here. Maybe. This spike of sorts could potentially belong to a titan located in Brazil. Oh, and did you catch that this dude got crushed?
No,
This could
he's
have been
dead.
a new kaiju or just a part of another titan's weapons. The end of Scar King's weapon, Scylla's claw, or simply a new creature. During this part of the trailer, we hear Bernie say Kong can't stop this on his own, followed by Dr. Andrews' remark, he won't be alone. Who else is she referring to? The trailer cuts to a scene located in a frigid region of the map, perhaps one of the Earth's poles. Here, underneath the icy caverns, we find Godzilla, who, according to IGN's article, is Godzilla frozen in ice evolving into a new, more powerful form. This is probably one of the most important takeaways of this trailer. Ladies and gents, Godzilla has evolved to this.
I like that.
This new form features Godzilla's new dorsal plates to glow a hot reddish pink. You know, like Goji Center's logo? Okay, but why this specific color? And what does this mean for Godzilla? Well, if we look back at some of these crystallized formations down in the Hollow Earth, we find that this just so happens to be the color of a lot of these formations. Blue has also been present, and coincidentally, the G-Man has been glowing in these shades of color in the past. This hot pink is perhaps Godzilla obtaining a new source of energy from the Hollow Earth or from other means. New energy levels, new power-ups, and in this case, new corporal builds and abilities. We'll skip forward where we see Godzilla burst out of the ground along with Kong, both running at top speed. Note how Godzilla is running mighty fast, faster than usual. This is thanks to the fact that Godzilla evolved to lose a bit of mass around the abdominal area and thighs, allowing him to effortlessly speed up and move his knees a little higher, giving him more maneuverability and speed. So it's safe to say that we might see Godzilla do stuff we have never seen him do before. We'll make another episode discussing the new evolved Godzilla in more depth. But let's not forget about our main villain, Scar King.
This guy.
We released a few episodes in the past about Scar King, but now we have much more to talk about. Back to how maybe this guy is a tyrant? Going to this clip, take a look at their faces as Scar King lands in front of them. Their emotions evoke fear, and also note how they resemble Kong more than they do Scar King. Legendary has been making a big deal about these red handprints visible on Skull Island, the Kong
So it was
lair in
him the
Godzilla
whole
vs.
time,
Kong,
maybe.
and seen once again in a structure, GXK logo, and look closely on the bodies of these ape titans. Now, this could be some sort of signature or sign of ownership for Scar King. Whatever is marked with this handprint could imply a sort of "I was here" statement, or worse, "This is mine." Whatever the case, this handprint cannot mean anything good. It is also safe to assume that this guy isn't exactly the same species as Kong. They could be closely related species-wise, but we are perhaps looking at a more evolved offshoot of the Kong species. More intelligent, crafty, aggressive, and maybe taller. This is also proven by the fact that this dude's eyes glow unlike the other Kongs walking around. This one is obviously different. In the following clip, we get a closer look at this Titan's weapon of choice, which seems to be like a colossal whip coiled around his upper torso. Whips are one of the most versatile tools, and in many cases can serve as weapons used to grip onto opponents or even disarm them. This weapon presents Scar King the opportunity to do just that. Scar King is
this guy's gonna be nasty from what I'm seeing.
Terror on the civilians below. So we could possibly see Scar King causing mass casualties amongst these civilians. But is there more to Scar King? Is he behind an even more dangerous threat? Note how we didn't see the entire weapon, meaning that there could be something else he could pull off his sleeve. Bow to your new king is one of the quotes for this new movie. Shown on the official social accounts for this film, it is no secret that this guy will now try to take the role of Alpha, dethroning Kong from Hollow Earth and Godzilla on the surface. This ought to be good, since we know how Godzilla reacts to threats like these. Will we see any of these guys bow to Scar King? Tell us what you think in the comments. Subscribe to not miss the next episodes discussing Godzilla Kong, the New Empire. See you in the next episode.
Oh man. Who knows? From what I'm seeing, Scar King is about to be a tyrant from what I'm seeing, from the looks of it. But we'll just have to wait for the movie to come out next year. That's gonna be a while, but whatever. Either way, hope you guys enjoy this video. As always, I will see you guys in the next video. Cheetos!